Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a product that I recently acquired for the storage of my mnemonic seed phrase, basically the 24-word backup phrase which you can use to transfer a wallet to a new device, for example, in the event of the loss of a hardware wallet, or you just want to change to another kind of software wallet, for example. And the product in question is the Hodlr Swiss Stealth. It is a steel capsule, and inside the capsule, which is magnetic, there are 24 discs which can be engraved with the leading 4 characters for each word of the mnemonic phrase, and there are a couple of other discs in there as well for notes and things like that. But basically that's what it is. It's made out of marine grade steel. It's very, very durable. It resists fire and corrosion, so if you're living in an area that might be flooded, or you're afraid of having a house fire or anything like that, this is a product to secure that seed phrase. So let's look at the actual products that came in this package. The reason I got this product is because, as some viewers may remember from a previous video, I bought an Engraving Zero hardware wallet, and it comes with its own backup solution in that case it's a hexadecimal perfect key, as Engrave call it, which you engrave onto a steel plate in hexadecimal form. And it's a great solution. I've done it, it's fantastic. For myself, I feel very confident about using it. However, I considered the situation that maybe something might happen to me. Not a nice thought, obviously, but it's something that one has to consider. And maybe my wife or another loved one has to recover these assets. And if it's in hexadecimal form, I think that might be a little bit complicated, because apart from the Engraving Zero, there are no other hardware or software wallets that allow a wallet to be uploaded based on a hexadecimal format. Therefore, it has to be converted into a mnemonic phrase and then uploaded. So it's an extra step, it's more complicated. I figured that I would like to have an alternative backup which stored the mnemonic phrase as words. I think it's a little bit easier, so I decided to order the Hodlr Swiss. I'm very, very satisfied with the Hodlr Swiss product. It does what it says on the tin. It's exactly what I expected. It is actually a little bit smaller than what I thought, and for that reason maybe it can be a little bit finicky to work with, a little bit difficult to engrave the individual carvings, or whatever you want to call it, on engravings on each letter. It's definitely a process which involves a fair degree of precision. But if it was bigger, it would be harder to hide. I mean, I got this, it's small, it's black, it's magnetic, you can stick it to things, you can stick it on the ceiling or behind a piece of machinery or something like that. So I'm very, very happy with it. I think that it really fulfills my needs in terms of security and also durability. Talking about the negative aspects of this product, there really aren't many, and if people are serious about storing their private key in a secure fashion or durable fashion, I think that it's a product that they should consider. But if I really wanted to highlight some things which are not ideal, first of all, it's expensive. It's 119 euros. So, it's not for everybody. If you have a very small amount of crypto, it might not be something that you want to consider. Secondly, it's heavy. It's not the kind of thing you can just put in your pocket and walk around with. Although, why would you want to do that? But it's not very light, definitely. The magnet isn't that strong. So, I mean, it can support its own weight if you have a clear surface, a large surface, and you stick the whole Hodlr Swiss onto maybe an overhead metal beam or something. It will support itself. It's a little bit tenuous though, the grip. If it is a vertical pole or something, there's no chance. It just will not work, it won't stick. So at least that's my experience. So the magnet could be stronger. I'm not sure if it's a rare earth magnet or it's just a weak one, but the magnet could definitely be improved on the product. Another thing is you're supposed to mark the discs initially with this marker pen before you engrave them with the supplied engraver. On this particular model, the discs are black and the little circles that symbolize the letters are kind of grey-white. When you colour them with this black permanent marker, they disappear into the background of the disc and it's a little bit difficult to see, so I actually ended up doing it without marking it first. I found it easier. Fortunately, I didn't make any mistakes. A word about the engraving pen. You get this engraving pen with it. It's a punch, yeah, which you press down very, very hard into the disc. You're given the support to hold the product in place while you do that, and it works very, very well. I found that with this particular punch, it wasn't great. It did the job, it did put an indentation into the disc and you could see it, but it wasn't deep, it wasn't clearly visible. So I used my engrave punch instead, which made a bit of a bigger impact, and I thought that that was an improvement. You may have to punch the product, each indentation, several times to get a visible mark, and it is a process. It takes maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes to do, and it's quite arduous. You know, you bang, bang, you're putting a lot of force into it, and it's quite loud. So, I mean, these are all disadvantages, but this isn't anything that I didn't expect. You know, having gone through the process of making the graphene plates with the Engrave Zero, I expected it to be hard and noisy, and it was. It didn't disappoint. Lastly, I'd like to say a kind word about the customer service of Hodlr Swiss. You can write to them on their website and they'll get back to you within 24 hours in all cases. I had very, very good support because I had a small problem with my order. And it's one of those weird problems that's really surprising. I received 2 identical packages. I only ordered one. I ordered one Hodlr Swiss Stealth, but I received 2. And I thought that's a bit odd, so I wrote to them and queried this. And customer service confirmed that it had been a fulfillment problem and they had sent a duplicate by mistake. But they said, you know, you can keep it. I thought they were very, very generous. And it was a positive experience dealing with them, considering that they had just taken a loss of €119 basically to send me a product which they shouldn't. So in conclusion, would I recommend the Hodlr Swiss to people? Certainly I would. I think that it's a really good product. It'll last for a long time. It's going to be with me probably for as long as I'm still in crypto, which will probably be the rest of my life. The only drawback really for me is the price. Apart from that, everything else I'm extremely satisfied with. And it's definitely a product that anyone who's really serious about keeping their backup seed phrase safe and secure should consider. Well, that'll wrap it up for this video. I hope you found the information helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.